My name's Lawrence, aka Pandis Empire, and I was ranked in the top 100 Kha'Zix players in Europe and top 400 globally last season. My account at the time of recording is ranked in the top 0.6% of all League of Legends players on the server currently, and I spent the first 3 years of my life in League in Bronze 5, the lowest rank that existed before Iron was created. I'm now playing consistently in Masters lobbies as a jungler with positive win rates on both of my main picks. I want to share my understanding and process to anyone watching who's also on the journey to learning League of Legends, and especially for anyone who's trying to understand jungle. Jungle is one of the hardest roles to grasp. You're going to be getting flamed and taking the blame from your teammates, which can a lot of the time be actually wrong, which makes it hard to know who to listen to and kind of how to grow and get better. So this guide is for anyone who feels like that and wants some support in their journey to learning jungle and finding success and potentially getting to masters like me or higher, like grandmasters or challenger. I want to say first, I am not a pro player, okay? I am masters. Some would say low masters. So in the high elo world, I would actually potentially be considered low elo. I peaked around 200 LP in masters, and that was with pretty high win rates on Kha'Zix and Brand at the time. So I am not a GM, I'm not challenger. Please, if you think that there is someone who is better than me giving you advice that I'm not, listen to them. Every day, my teammates tell me I'm boosted and brain dead. I get flamed nearly every single game. So take what's useful to you from this and discard what's not. At the same time, I am in the top 0.6% of all League of Legends players. So statistically, someone clicking on this video will take a lot of value from what I'm about to say. Now in this video specifically, I'm going to be focusing on how I've seen success with Kha'Zix. Okay, first let's look at the runes. Currently the best rune page for Kha'Zix right now is First Strike. Again, I would advise whenever you are picking up a champion or trying to know what items are good in any situation, LoL Analytics is amazing as a website to kind of look at what is currently working, what's going well. As we can see, we go to the Kha'Zix runes. The highest win rate rune on Kha'Zix, 12,000 games with a 54% win rate, is First Strike. So First Strike is currently the best rune for Kha'Zix at the moment. Why is that? Because it gives you gold, which lets you get to your item spikes faster. So you get gold whenever you deal damage to them. And also it gives you a pretty, it gives you some pretty decent damage as well, some damage bonus. Again, it's not something you have to think too intentionally about. You can read it, you know where to read it if you want to know all the details. Cashback is great, it means you get money back whenever you buy a big item, which is good for you. Triple tonic was always confusing to me. Don't overthink it. As soon as you get your gold pot, like the first pot, just use it immediately. It gives you 60 gold, so it means you can potentially get a pink ward or get your, an item faster. It means you get a skill point, an extra skill point. Whenever you get that, just use the potion immediately. And you get another potion which lets you get some adaptive damage. So it gives you a bit more AD or AP. Basically, it lets you a potion where you're a bit stronger in a fight of your choosing. I always forget to activate it though. But yeah, Triple Tonic is pretty good. Don't overthink it. It's not that hard. Cosmic Insight just means you get your spells faster. A big thing is that I use Ghost on Kha'Zix. Now, I wouldn't overthink this, and we'll get into this when it comes to how I play my playstyle. If it's stressful for you to pick Ghost, pick Flash. It's not that deep. Really, don't get stressed, bro. Don't get stressed. But I take Ghost. I prefer Ghost because it allows me to do my full clears and react to lane ganks way faster. It's on a shorter cooldown than Flash, which means that I can more frequently go and make a play. A lot of people don't run Ghost or aren't expecting Ghost, so I can get kills where people aren't expecting me. And also in late game team fights with Evolved R, Ghost means that I can do some crazy positioning and I can go in, get a kill, Ghost out immediately. People are like, whoa, where's he going? Chase after me, get baited. It's just really good. I love Ghost. So yeah, I'm in favor of Ghost. The person that inspired me for this is Agurin. Agurin, he uses this as well. Yeah, secondary, I go Sudden Impact Treasure Hunter. Does it matter? Yeah, currently it's the best. Look at this, 54% win rate. Yeah, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Sometimes Sixth Sense is kind of nice if you want the ward detection. However, Umbral Glaive is going to be that thing, but we'll get into that when we go into the items. That is the runes and Summoner Spell overview. Before we get into the video too, I'm going to be starting coaching sessions. You can book in the link below. There'll be £20 per hour. I'm trying to keep it affordable. And for the first 10 people, who want it, I'm going to be offering a £60 package that includes 5 VODs, 5 hours of game review and coaching, as well as a coaching plan personalized to get you better at the game. Let me know if you're interested. Go to the link below, join the Discord for coaching, and I hope to see you in a session. Now, when it comes to items, I've been inspired by Logan, a Briar the number one Briar YouTuber, and I don't know if he's number 1 ranked on Briar, but he is a Briar one trick. He has a mobile fire link which shows his Briar build and the best Briar items. I've been inspired by him. I've also created a mobile fire for Kha'Zix. I will keep this updated as long as I'm playing, as long as I'm active. This mobile file will be updated. So if you're watching this video in 2 months time, 3 months time, next season, this should be updated with the best items on Kha'Zix. I'm going to go over currently how this works so you can kind of understand it for your own games. Now, I think the best thing to do is not to look at your final build as like a final set of 5 items, but look at them by blocks of order of purchase. So when it comes to Kha'Zix, the first item that you're going to get in every game is either going to be Umbral Glaive, Hubris, or Voltaic Cyclosword. If you follow this template of item purchases, you cannot go wrong. You are going to be doing crazy damage. You're going to be in a position to carry and win your games. Follow this build right here. This is up to date, based and built on live data, which I have also tested myself personally. This is, without a doubt, you do not need to use your brain. Pick these items, either first, second, third, fourth, or fifth, and you will have an amazing game. Okay. Now, the first item you're going to get on Kha'Zix is either going to be Umbral Glaive, Hubris, or Voltaic Cyclosword. Okay. All of these are good first item. If you want a hard, okay, I don't want to think about this. I don't want to pick. It's too much. It's too much. Too much. I can't deal with this. I have put a default good every game build. If you want to turn off your brain and you just want things to buy and you want to buy them every time and not have to think about it, go this every game build, okay? Otherwise, and again, all of these builds follow the same model here. Otherwise, you can again go Hubris. The main reason that this is good every game is because Umbral Glaive is an amazing item. It basically is a free sweeper. It's automatic. So again, as Kha'Zix, you really want to be playing invisibility. You want to be really using, because your CDs are very high on your gap closers. So if you're committing to a gank and you're spending resources, you're basically, potentially going to die on the gank. You're quite vulnerable if you use your E incorrectly. Or, you want to make sure that you're ganking efficiently. This vision clear is so OP, especially as you get higher ranks where vision control and map control is more important. However, at pretty much every rank, if you are clearing wards automatically, it's such a strong item. I recommend it. I go at nearly 90% of games. It's good win rate. It's going to win you games over and over again, because when you're clearing vision late game in these team fights, positioning is really important. This will save your ass so many times. Hubris is also another good option. Hubris is great for snowballing. This used to be the best item last patch, but recently it's fallen a little bit in win rate. But yes, Hubris is amazing. It allows you to scale disgustingly in fights. It gives you more damage than Umbral Glaive, because again, if you get a kill and you get some stacks on this, it's just insane how much damage you can do. You can go crazy, especially with your E reset. Like 1 kill, 2 kill in a team fight, you can basically clean up for free. It's insane. Very, very strong item as well. Again, if you go Hubris first though, you do lose out on having the free sweeper for the second dragon, third dragon. You lose out on the sweeper for any lane ganks while lane phase is still going on. Again, I really do think Umbral Glaive is probably better here. And finally, Cyclosword. I personally think Cyclosword is best, either second or even third. And I should put it here third as well as another option. I don't think this is necessarily the best first. And that's just because it's so good second. Like, you can go, it's a great item. I think it's his best item at the moment. But because it's, you can like there are better items to have first, if that makes sense. Having a hubris first, having an ambergrave first, is usually, in my opinion, better than having this first. This is a great second once you've got that initial thing to just chain onto that. Another good item too that is kind of unspoken about, or I guess it's less popular, is Profane Hydra. Hydra means you can clear your jungle like a motherfucker. You can clear that shit so quickly. You can clear waves. It's honestly really nice. Like, it feels very satisfying. I like, for me, I can't lie. Having a Profane Hydra is fun. Like, that shit's fun. It is another active you have to be careful of. But yeah, it's a very much like AoE clear, hyper clear item, and that can give you a win con. Again, if you're protecting your tempo correctly, if you're clearing on CD, this increase in clear speed can win you games, because you can just sweep up all your camps and then just go looking, go hunting. Sweep up all your camps, go hunting. So people will be surprised how fast and how much CS you've got per minute with this item if you're on it. Like, it's very good. But yeah, normally Voltaic Cycle Sword is going to be your item 2 every time. If you've got an item 1, then you get your Ambergrave 2 here. Yomu's, I put it here just to say it's here. Again, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. But in my opinion, it's not as good as these 3. Item 3, this is where you can get your Edge of Night. Edge of Night is your ultimate item 3. So once you've got your core kind of damage stuff and, you know, how you're playing the game, you want either your spell shield block, which allows you to basically get your combo off and then have that extra survivability, that extra spell shield. Spell shield can come in clutch. It also makes you more of a threat. Like, if they see you have spell shield, the enemy will back off more. Again, if you want to go damage, Bastion Breaker is great. It's also a good time to go more if they have heavy AP and you're going to get one shot, or you're scared of getting one shot. Or if you see they have heavy shield, get a Serpent's Fang. Item 4, Serralda's Grudge, is pretty much every time. If you haven't got your Edge of Night at this point, get your Edge of Night. And then finally, item 5, you're pretty much going to go Guardian Angel every game. If you get your Guardian Angel and you don't have it anymore, or don't want to get it anymore, get your Bastion Breaker if you didn't get item 3. Get your Grudge if you didn't get item 4. Get your Edge if you haven't got it here. So that's essentially Kha'Zix. I don't think it's that hard. I think it's quite simple. And again, these are some example full builds. Go to my Mobifier. I've put it in the description. Check it out. It will be live and updated. Okay, so I'm not going to go super in depth. I'm going to keep this brief. The main things that you need to know if you want to have more in-depth stuff on the abilities and all that nonsense. First of all, you're spending too much time trying to understand all the intellectual stuff instead of just playing the game and getting the core concepts. Second of all, there are other good channels and other good videos to go check out. I'm not that guy, okay? I'm not a pro player. In general, the main thing you need to know so you do not get stressed about what do I evolve, so you don't overthink, so you don't waste brain power. Q evolve first is good in every single game. Like, there is no scenario where Q evolve first is not good. It speeds up your farm, speeds up your clear potential. Sorry, it speeds up your wave clear. Not your wave, it speeds up your jungle clear. It increases the kill potential that you can make immediately. You can find so many more kills on the map in duels and skirmishes. In all of situations, Q evolve increases the amount of potential you have to get kills. KS potential as well spikes as well. And KS potential, you know, it might seem small, but again, Kha'Zix is an assassin, right? He wants resources. So evolving that Q first means that you can basically steal a lot of kills on the map, which means you can get a lot of gold, and that enables you to just go whew. I have genuinely won games. I've gone like 20 kills just because I've KS so many kills early game with Q evolve, and then just snowballed crazy. And then finally, objective control. So it's a bit of an underrated one, that with evolved Q, you can do objectives really cleanly. Void grubs, you can get ISO on all 3 grubs if you stand in the middle. And dragon, obviously, you can do dragons really quickly if you evolve Q first, because it just comes off cooldown and you can just shred the dragon. Second, R evolve is also universally good second. The only like, again, I advise you to do these and to play the way that I'm saying right now. And then if you see opportunities or angles, or you want to experiment different ordering, you can. But use this as a base to understand, and I'm going to tell you why you pick them as well as I'm telling you. Now, once you've got your Q evolve, R evolve as a next option is basically amazing. You basically a full build with Q and R evolve. Like, your third is a bonus, but Our Evolve is so insanely good second in nearly every single matchup, every single game situation, every game state. The first thing to know about your evolved R is that your stealth increases by a whole second. So you're invis for a whole second, which is actually crazy. Like, I promise you, it is not a small increase in invis. You can go invis for a long time, which means that your positioning in team fights as an assassin, the way that you can position and maneuver yourself in these fights, the way that you can stay in invis to get picks because also your movement speed's increased, the way that you can make it play in a fight, press R, wait on the side, bait out their reaction, and then go in again. It gives you so many tools for team fights, which is going to be where at this stage of the game there's going to be a lot of crucial ones. So our Evolve is amazing for that. Not only that, it's great for making picks. Obviously, I just mentioned actually, your survival increases. I think one of the key things as an assassin, and especially with my playstyle jungle, dying is terrible. Dying is absolutely terrible, especially in fights, because as late game fights, if you die as a jungler, it's basically GG. So having the ability to increase your survival with a third R option, so a third invis option, is genuinely game making. Like, it's so good. And then finally, your DPS increases. So again, I'm not going to be telling you all the micro. This is what you should do on Kha'Zix. Go watch a different guide for that. But the auto attack, once you come out of invisibility from your ultimate, is a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. And so having an extra ult, having an extra, free attack, because also you're coming out of invis. So unless they hard predict you, you're always going to land that auto out of straight out of invis. So having that third big proc of damage is just insane. Increases your DPS. You'll get a lot more kills. Finally, your third evolve is going to be either E or W. I would advise, and again, my strategy, the way I play Kha'Zix, is you're pretty much going to go E every game. So it's going to be Q into R into E. It allows you to snowball chain kills, so you can go in, get a kill, use your E top onto the next isolated, use your E top onto the, you can chain, go crazy. It's really important for late game fights. It also increases your survivability. So you can use your invis to get into a fight, auto Q, and then E out immediately. And having that extra range is just sexy. And so again, your job is not to die, right? So having 3 R's plus evolved E, which can, you can get in, make a kill, E out, reset, invis, E again, because it reset, you can do a lot. It's really, really strong. I used to get stressed about E, when I evolved it, I used to get stressed about how many things to think about. Don't get too stressed. You will probably have to practice some of the combos in practice still, but to be honest, it's not that heavy micro. Once you get some games on him, it's really not that hard. It's not as hard or as intimidating as it might seem. At least I was intimidated by it when I first detected or saw it. W evolve is good though, and it's usually used when the enemy team is just it's just cancer for you to E in anyway. So, just to poke them from a distance, it gives you that tool. And also allows you to peel for carry. So if you're just absolutely shit on early game, but you still want to add something to the team, W evolve is usually good because you can just hard peel on those slows on the isolated targets. The slow is kind of crazy, and also it really does do a surprising amount of damage sometimes. It can go crazy, and it's big AoE too. So if you get a really nice W, it can basically win a team fight, to be honest. But yeah, that would be my advice on what to evolve. Again, as a general rule, QRE every game. You will not go wrong with QRE. You will not go wrong with QRE. Okay, so I'm going to go through and commentate over 2 games. One game where my team was actually losing, so we were playing really bad the early game. I think this is a perfect way to talk about my thought process and my playstyle when approaching jungle and league on Kha'Zix and how to come back from behind. And then there's also going to be a game where I'm snowballing and I'm carrying, and I'm going to commentate through that process as well. So firstly, we're going to start with this game. It's a great game. Again, I'm going blue jungle item this game, primarily because looking at their comp, I really wanted the movement speed. Also because I'm just finding it more fun at the moment. I also think a lot of the time, play what you find fun because you'll be better at it. I really enjoy the movement speed that the blue smite gives me. It provides for me. Sorry, there is no music. Let me change it. Very cool. Now we can hear the sound. Perfect. So here I am opting. Oh, I get warded. Okay, so this is a messy early game already, by the way. I didn't even think I noticed getting warded here. Yeah, I was tapped out, bro. I'm on a ward, by the way. This is kind of in. So here I'm opting for a Raptor start. Now, when do you go Raptor start? What is the purpose of Raptor start? Raptor start is it's a very farm oriented start. Essentially, starting Raptors means that you can do your full clear and then come back to the Raptors and your Krugs immediately and back on level 5. Plus, you basically get to do your you get to full clear 1.5 before your recall, and it's very efficient. You basically suck all those camps away, and starting Raptors allows you to do that because Raptors will now spawn just as you finish your full clear and take your first Scuttle Crab. The weakness of Raptors full clear is that you are vulnerable because if the enemy knows you're doing Raptors full clear, they can then try to fight you or contest and steal away your Raptors that spawn early if you're too distracted or you're too slow to react to it. Now, whenever you start a game on Kha'Zix, don't overthink too much. The main job is to get a fast clear. Your main job is to get a fast clear. That's the only thing you should be thinking of. Get a fast clear. Now, some of you might be thinking, should I be looking to gank? Should I be looking to do level 3 ganks? Should I be looking to react if my teammates are low? The answer is yes and no. In general, it's pretty much always correct to full clear, regardless of what's going on in your team. However, if you can see a clear gank window opportunity, then in my opinion, go for the gank. The problem is, if you opt to gank instead of full clearing, you basically fuck your whole game. So here I actually opt to gank because I see them low, or I opt to feign it. I'm actually very scared here. I'm very scared that my bot lane's about to get cooked. So I look to see if they were going to overextend on my bot. They don't end up overextending. They respect me. But now, because I've hovered, because I've tried to cover that bot lane gank, I'm now in a dangerous position because I've done a Raptors clear. I've wasted time trying to help them. Scuttle's up now. I know Skarner's bot side because I saw him. This is just terrible for me. To be honest, again, this is the pain of helping your laners or sacrificing a clear. And they die anyway. So this is just an example of like, when you try to go to your laners instead of focusing on your full clear, you know, you can get punished if it doesn't work out well. This is me now being very behind. Like, this is a very uncomfortable position for me in jungle. We lost the Scuttle as well. Good thing is, because Skarner's gone bot for that gank, we know that he can't be top for Scuttle. But because we've been so slow and we had to complete our blue buff, we are now vulnerable to Skarner taking that Scuttle, and he knows exactly where I am. I hold the way for Mel. This is just a terrible early game. Honestly, yeah, this is, you're going to see in the next game what a better early game looks like. This is a terrible early game. Again, I'm not even on my Raptors, which is the whole point of doing Raptors clear. Like, I've done everything bad. Yeah, and my Raptor gets stolen from Skarner. This is absolutely terrible. This is why you do not listen to your teammates pinging, help me, help me, help me, help me. And this is what happens if you opt to go for the gank, but it doesn't get successful and you ruin your tempo. Against a good jungler, you are now behind. I am 2 Scuttles behind the Skarner. My team is 0 to 5 kills. This is a very uncomfortable game. But we stay focused. Again, in this position, you need to clear off your camps before a recall. That's why we did Raptors clear. So we're clearing off our camps. You don't get too disorientated. Just focus on your farm and look for the opportunity. So this is one of the reasons why I love Ghost. I see the opportunity, pop Ghost. This guy has no way of escaping. Main thing here, a lot of people, Kha'Zix players, will try to E in. Save your E, guys. Make sure you save your E. Do not engage with E. Save your E. It's a 15-second CD. So hold your E, walk up to them, close with distance, and close with Ghost, if you're using Ghost Kha'Zix. Now, okay, we cleared. We are on our way to getting our first item. Again, what tempo means for those who don't understand is, what are you on the map with? So are you on the map with, what items are you on the map with? What level are you fighting on the map with? You have high tempo. If you've, it's actually a very hard concept to explain. I will just keep narrating through the game and hopefully it'll kind of become obvious as I talk. Again, here, the main thing I'm trying to do is get my camps off the map. Skarner is doing a very good job of counter-ganking me. Again, I'm very behind because of the play. Because all my camps are done, the most obvious thing for me to do is to do dragon. I look mid because they're harassing mid. And I try to see if I can make something happen with the three of us. Nothing does come of it. Again, when I'm walking to these lanes, I'm kind of looking for them to overextend, to be honest with you. Because of these items, I'm quite strong and I can one-shot if they miss position. My camps are not up yet, so I'm looking to dragon. I immediately see that my mid is getting chased. Oh my god, I missed my W. We get the kill. It's good. Now, okay, my support is dead. My bot is dead. It's cool. We got a kill, so it's actually pretty chill for us. We go back to full clearing. Again, the main playstyle I will say is prioritize farm over everything. You want to be getting kills alongside your farm. Best jungle game, your best jungle game when you go 1v9 is when you're only farming, getting kills, farming, getting kills, farming, getting kills. If you're going to places, wasting time, not getting kills, that's because you're opting to make low variance, high risk plays. And then they don't work out and you get out leveled by the enemy jungler, you get out CS'd, you're not doing any damage. It's because you're not spending your time effectively. The highest effective thing you can do is farm. Now here I see an opportunity to potentially gank mid. I think I've been seen though. And this is kind of good that I checked here because we noticed Nidley who was going to come onto me on my red. Again, there's people that say that you shouldn't get pinks or people, you know, debate about the effectiveness and the cost. Like, if you don't buy pinks, you get your items faster. In my opinion, pinks are so valuable for the game state. Buying a pink saves your laners from dying to ganks. Buying a pink allows you to spot when you're getting invaded. It allows you to spot when a jungler is playing or misplaying their tempo, which allows you to punish. Like, pinks are amazing, in my opinion. I would advise always getting them and then, you know, watching some top players and seeing where they place them. And you mainly want to place them around river to see. Now here, again, we make the gank on red. I know that GP has no sums, so it's a free gank. Again, with Ghost and ult, like, you can pretty much kill everyone on Kha'Zix. I mentioned that you want to evolve Q most games. As you can see, I evolved Q. Here I'm looking to, again, we've just got the kill, go back to farming. I'm giving grubs. Sorry, I'm giving dragon. They want me to go into grubs, and I'm okay going to, no. Yes, I saw Nivea actually in the back, and I didn't want to force the grubs. Again, in this situation where I'm so behind, like, I'm really just trying to get resources wherever I can, not tilt, not die, and if there's nothing to farm, try to make a play, try to get vision, try to do an objective. Here, I think Skarner's on my Gromp. I see that he is, and so I immediately go to contest. We land the root. Again, guys, this is what I mean by Kha'Zix evolve Q first is so strong. Like, the kill potential is so high when you evolve Q first. Did you see the isolation damage? It's actually insane. Like, people don't expect it. The enemies or teammates, like, the damage is crazy. I would advise going on YouTube and typing in Kha'Zix combo video. I don't think I'll make one because combo videos stress me out. But yeah, there are some loads of good Kha'Zix combo videos. The main thing you want to notice is that when you E, you can Q while you're in mid-air and Eing. So you can E, Q while you're jumping, and then auto attack when you land. Like, it's a nice little combo. The EQ is going to be probably the #1 thing you're going to be doing in Kha'Zix. Again, when you're behind, another thing you can do is scuttle control. Now, good junglers will still try to deny you every scuttle. However, in a lot of elos, even in Masters elo, like, when you're behind, make sure that, again, if they're taking your jungle, leave it. Don't die for your jungle. Don't die to contest. Don't have an ego. I actually got hubris this game. So interesting. a lot of junglers will be lazy, or they'll be thinking about too many things or too excited about how they're ahead, and so they won't be at scuttles on their spawn time. So it gives you a really nice opportunity to make sure that you deny them those scuttles. Scuttles are so valuable. It's an EXP that only one of the junglers can get. So if you get 3 scuttles in a game where the other person only gets 1, that can be a whole level advantage. That really adds up. Scuttles are very important. Here I use my ultimate to get a chunk on the Anivia. I'm not trying to force anything here. I'm just kind of playing to what we get given. Again, I've got my teammates with me, so I'm just trying to play with them. This Mel is actually boosted, bro. And this Mel was trying to play me this game too. What a dog. Again, we're waiting out. In fact, let's watch this again. So here, I'm playing Invis. We can't get our combo off. Getting your combo off with Kha'Zix is very important. Doing damage is very, very important. Here we have no E, so we're basically just waiting back, Wing. We're not aggressing too deep. We're respecting their range. Wait for our team. Varus comes. As soon as I see Varus, E onto it, secure the kill, and we walk top to get the grubs. Another thing I'm doing, I'm not stressing and rushing to grubs because they took the dragon. I'm making sure that I'm doing grubs when it's a favorable non-flip situation for me to do it. When you're behind, if you try to panic to get objectives to keep up, you will throw. Again, Nidalee comes to defend the grubs. I just leave it. I let her have it. She then comes to greed and chase me even deeper. I respect her. I keep my distance. I respect it. I ping for my Cho'Gath to come. I don't really want to let her get this. If she takes my Krugs, it's very bad for me. And guess what? Because she was trying to greed to come onto me, and because I didn't ego and I just played my range, I respected her, she ended up running it down. Again, think about how many opportunities that I've managed to just get myself into. Again, I got none of the kills, right? I've only got assists. I'm just trying to be as useful as possible. I'm farming when I can. I'm being observant. When I notice opportunities, I go and I play for the opportunities. But I try to only play for opportunities that are high chances of us getting, like, high success rate. Again, look, Skarner's being lazy. He is not playing for scuttles. He is ahead of me right now, but now I've got 2 scuttles, so I'm catching up. Again, if you get a scuttle and you full clear, you are going to overtake. It is a positive tempo, a positive EXP trade for you. You will, over time, grow you'll grow faster than an enemy jungler. Scuttles are so important, and if you control Scuttle, I literally guarantee your win rate will increase if you go to Scuttle and you control Scuttles every game. Like, that's something in anywhere below Diamond. If you do, the other junglers will not be on it. If you do that, you will 100% climb. Make sure that you look at them on the map when they're spawning. Make sure you're there. Again, this is still a pretty peak situation. My Mel is inting, but my Cho'Gath, we've created a win condition in top by playing for him twice. Now, Dragon's up. I'm thinking about Dragon. It's 4v4. However, they have more people on Dragon's side. With Kha'Zix, you really want to play in Vision. Again, my burst is very high now. So I'm looking to see if one of them will walk up to the bush and misplay. See Skarner top. So because Skarner's top, it means that Dragon's a possibility. And so I look to clear vision. I always look to clear vision first before going on an objective. And then we go on the dragon. Again, I see that Skarner's top side, so this is another really big advantage. Like I mentioned in the guide earlier, evolving Q allows you to control objectives. This is a game where I'm behind, you know, I'm not necessarily fed, but the evolved Q allows me to just absolutely delete the dragon. Like, did you see how fast dragon died there? Because of that, like if you see the enemy jungle, you know, top lane, if you see the enemy jungler not at a dragon and you have evolved Q, boom, go on it, Q, you get it. It allows you to have and sneak objectives where you potentially couldn't otherwise. Here we're just playing ISO. Again, it's a Skarner, so with tanks on Kha'Zix, you do not want to be wasting your combo on tanks. Do not waste your combo on tanks, guys. The only time you want to be focusing tanks is if they miss position or if they force onto you. Again, here I'm seeing, or if they have ISO. Like ISO queuing is always good, usually. Just make sure that you're not ISO queuing and then the tank is looking at you and then uses their full combo on you and you're dead. Like, you want to be doing it smartly. One of the other things as an assassin is you want to be taking off angles. Like I don't know if you guys play Overwatch, but you know, think Tracer. Think about an assassin. What is an assassin? You want to divert the enemy army's attention. You're like a flanking unit. You're a horse in Total War. Or, you know, just a flanking unit in the army. You want to be playing off vision. You want to be playing... Nice. Again, here we're just playing ISO. Seeing if we can make something happen. If I was there a bit earlier, we could have killed that. Yeah, you want to be playing... If the enemy is strong at the front, play it behind. If the enemy have to send resources behind them to deal with you, you're doing a good job because you're freeing up the front, you're making the front weaker. Again, you always want to be having in mind, as well as an assassin, a target that you are aiming for or is ideal for you to get onto. And you're kind of balancing that alongside playing for ISO and playing for positive trades as Kha'Zix in team fights. Patience is very important. So here we get Rift. We prior Rift over my jungle camps because I saw that Skarner was bot. In general, the main thing as a jungler you want to do is make sure that you get the outer turrets. With Rift, always look at what turrets are still up. If there's 2 outer turrets taken and there's only 1 outer turret left, use Rift on the other outer turret with your team. Here I see that top turret has got 1 HP, so I just walk up and I use it. I also really want to back and look, all my camps are up. I've got 2,000 gold, so I use it to secure the turret, so that's another turret that we don't have to worry about as a team. Now the last turret left for us to focus on is the bottom turret. And Cho'Gath, our winning laner, is there already, so that's great. And because we just recalled and our camps are up, we want to focus on clearing the camps. Now, as you can see this game, I've been very good at controlling scuttles. I've been very good at not inting. I've respected. I basically left them alone whenever there's someone strong. I've tried to stay away from the people that are strong. Skarner's also been misplaying because Skarner hasn't been, you know, controlling objectives as hard as I would as a jungler. Skarner again doesn't focus the scuttle, gives us another scuttle. Now here, I'm really not trying to force. Skarner is very strong. I'm only waiting to fight with a good opportunity. Again, there's no objectives up as well. Usually you don't really want to be dying before an objective. Again, I let him take it, it's fine, it's whatever. Not too stressed. The other thing is, if you're taking scuttles, getting invaded is less deep too, because, you know, it's neutralized because I already took scuttles, so it doesn't matter if you take raptors. Here I'm looking to see if I can make something happen. I see that 3 players are top. Okay, I see that 3 players are top. I let him die, and I look at, okay, well, if there's 3 people here, where are they weak? Where do they need to go next? Where can I possibly make a pick on when they're rotating? So I'm playing vision. I'm looking to see if we can maybe engage on the Ezreal before they get here. We've got a small little time window. It's not possible, okay. I look to see if Skarner's jungle's up on the bot side. It's not up, okay. Dragon's up in 24. I'm very, very... I want this dragon hard. Okay, red's not up. All right, I look. Okay, his Krugs are up. Perfect. We take his Krugs. Taking his Krugs is a very, very good trade for us. Again, he took my Raptors, but now I took Krugs, so we're even again, and maybe even I'm ahead because I took the Scuttle. Dragon's up. We've got Cho'Gath on it. GP is dead, so we want to force objective. Again, we have got this as a really great percent. Look at Kha'Zix, bro. Look at my Qs. Like, he's so good at just deleting objectives. Whenever you're doing dragon, make sure you always pull it out. And again, here I kind of want to CS, to be honest with you. I took his Krugs, so I'm in a pretty good position. And again, we took the objectives. Every time you take a dragon, it buys you time. And all you really want is time to get to your win cons. Again, I haven't died. I haven't got any kills. I'm not playing anything flashy. All I'm doing is respecting when I'm not able to fight. And looking for opportunities. That's it. That's all I'm doing. That's all you should be doing as jungler. And I know for a fact a lot of you would have made plays that would have got you killed. And then you're snowballing. You're allowing the enemy to snowball. You're allowing them to gain even further advantages. Think about what a death is. You're off the map, which means you can't get any resources. And you give the enemy 300 gold. Okay, that is insane. Like dying is really, really, really big deal. And we're not doing that. When you're behind, don't die farm. If your teammates flame you, which you'll see they will this game, they will flame you hard because they're getting ganked a lot and they're dying. That is not your problem, bro. Mute them or fight them. Honestly, like sometimes I got time for people, bro. Sometimes I got time for people, bro. So I will look. I start to get flamed. This wasn't in. I shouldn't have attacked the Baron here, by the way. I get completely chunked. I'm half health. This is just absolutely troll. I should not have attacked. We tried to attack because we saw them in bot lane. Cho'Gath then pings that he's on his way to fight. So again here, what did I mention about flanking unit? Okay, I don't want to be with my team. I want to be to the side or behind the enemy team. Again, I want to do this because I'm looking for picks. I'm looking to catch them unaware. I'm looking to catch them when they're focused on my team, when they're not focused on me, and then do burst damage. Here I get my combo off on the Anivia, and then I get out. Let's look at that combo again. Now I've got Evolved R. Evolved R, remember, gives you that a huge boost to your stealth. I know that he's going for my mage, so I R ahead of time. I invis ahead of time because I know that he's going to engage on to try chase that kill. I auto first, Q, W, walk away, Q again, and then E out. So a lot of patience with my E. Remember, you want to be saving your E last. Do not just spam your E. If you use your E, you're free food. Now, again, in fights like this, okay, this is a Baron fight. I'm low. I get my combo off. We get the Anivia. It's okay. He has the res. Most important thing I can do in this situation is not die. Let your team get killed. As a jungler, you cannot die at objectives. In general, dying is bad, but especially around Baron, especially around Dragon, dying is extremely in. Again, here I'm looking to see if I can seal it. Nidalee tries to come on me, but this is where Ghost is, again, so beautiful. I love Ghost so much. I ghost away. Cool, we can't seal it. All right, big dog, I'll let you have it. Immediately I look to punish by going for his bot side jungle. Again, if they're going to take something, always try to see if you can, like, no one in League can do an action without getting, like, without leaving themselves open to getting punished on by some element on the map. You cannot be everywhere at once. So if you're making something happen, if you're being active in one side of the map, you are weak on the other side of the map. So we took his bot side camps, which is really good for us. We'll get our combo off. Press R to get out. Unfortunately, we get caught by Skarner R, and then we just get GP'd. Very unfortunate. But remember, this is my first death. And again, a lot of people will be like, yeah, this game's GG, bro. They got Baron. We lost the fight. Kha'Zix, you've only got 1 kill. The enemy Skarner's got like 10 kills. Look, my teammates flame each other. Oh no. All I'm focusing on is next item. I choose to get Merc Treads this game because of the Skarner and the Anivia and the Nidalee poke. Again, usually lifesteal boots are good here too. Merc Treads, you want to get Merc Treads when they've just got lots of AP and they've got lots of CC, and you need to be able to survive it. That's when Merc Treads are good, and this is kind of one of those games. Anivia's annoying, especially her stun. Skarner's annoying with his CC and his fucking AP rocks and all that shit. Nidalee's annoying as well. Here I'm getting bullied off my Krugs. I really want to farm here though. Again, as Kha'Zix, like, you want to farm. Farming gets you to your resources, it gets you to your items. Again, as an assassin, your power, your win condition is in your items. You want to get your items so that you can do your crazy late game damage, so you can do your one shots. So here I actually didn't notice that Anivia was on me. That's so funny. We get chunked. Again, like, just another thing is when they're strong, they're strong. Don't ego it. When they're strong, they're strong. You have to give it. Again, this dragon, I'm not trying to fight this dragon. A lot of you might try to force it because it's dragon, right? You can look for dragon, but realistically, they've got control of vision. That's actually really nice for me, by the way. They've got control of vision. My team aren't there for it. Cool. I'm going to let them have it. I'm going to look to see if I can maybe make it play or, you know, deny some kind of vision on my side. Maybe one of them extends to try and defend. But I'm not overstaying. Got my combo on the Anivia though. And again, Baron is one off. What are we looking to do? Farm, don't die, wait for opportunities. I see Cho'Gath engage on Skarner. I'm looking. Nothing? Alright, cool. Guess what? Scuttle. Remember guys, scuttle control. Doesn't matter if you're behind, you can always be more focused than the other person. Cool, we got the scuttle. It's great because we deny vision before that fight. Cho'Gath gets caught. We're looking. Oh, up soon. Again, I'm trying to play the sides. I'm trying to play the pincer angles. I'm a flanker unit. My job is not to frontline. You will have less successful assassinations if you approach them from the front. Here, again, the fight's kind of lost. Our main front line's dead, and then Varus also gets picked. This is looking extremely sad. All of them are alive. I look, do I need to recall? And then I make the analysis. Wait, hang on. Mel's alive. She can wave clear. She can stop this wave. Let me get value. Let me take the enemy red. Let me take the enemy camps, because they are not going to be able to end here. So again, I think I'm getting pinged, by the way. Look at my team. They're pinging me. This is the smart play because my team can wave clear that. What am I doing when the enemy are making a play? Well, guess what? When you're somewhere, you're not somewhere else. Whereas Skarner, because he's mid, because he's pushing, he is not on his bot side. He's not on red. So I punish that. And guess what? Because I waited, because I made that play, guess what I find? I find the Anivia pick. Boom. And this pick is huge, by the way. This pick is really, really big. We get the Anivia pick. Okay, Baron's up in 1. What do? We continue farming. Now, guys, look at the CS. Isn't that interesting, guys? Isn't this interesting? We are 186 CS to his 158. He is 3-1-12. Look at my team. They're flaming me, right? Because I'm 1-1-6, okay? We've got 1-6, 1-6, 5-6. Okay, this guy's 3-1-12, 450 gold shutdown. But I'm 186 CS. I'm staying in the game just through CS. I'm managing to keep up, stay involved, stay relevant because of CS. Because I'm taking my little wins whenever I can. Okay. And again, we are clearing. Straight back to clearing. I'm focused. I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting enough gold, getting as many resources as I can before the next fight so that I can be as useful as I can for the next fight. When you're behind, the enemy are going to harass you. Just try not to die. Try to get the resources where you can. If they're going to harass you, then, you know, get harassed. But, you know, see what you can get. Again, I know that they're all hovering topside, so what do? Guess where I am again, guys? I'm at the scuttle. Scuttle control. When you're behind, that's one thing you can control. I'm also staying on the side of my Cho'Gath, who is strong. And we see Cho'Gath gets a pick on the GP. Amazing. All my top need to do is not die, but they get E'd and altered, so they get picked, unfortunately. I look to recall to buy items before this next dragon. So yeah, I know that I complete my item before this dragon. So I look to complete it. And then Baron, I mean. And then I'm looking to position myself around Baron as early as possible. It doesn't matter if my team are dead. Me being alive is a threat to them doing Baron. I just want to buy time for my karma to get back alive. And they're chasing me down because they're trying to punish me. But look, because they wasted all that time chasing me down, Cho'Gath got to recall, they didn't do the Baron, and now Dragon's up in 45 seconds. So just with my positioning there alone, just with my presence, I stopped them doing Baron, by the way. I stopped the new Baron just with my positioning. I didn't use any abilities. All I did was walk and create pressure with my presence. They tried to engage me, they tried to punish me, but because I was respectful with my distance, because I didn't agree, we're in a good spot. Cool. I engage on him because we get the ISO damage. Boom. Skarner dead before the dragon. Amazing pick here. Use my ult, get my combo off, E out. And because of that combo, boom, Anivia dead. Walk out. They're fighting mid. Guess what? We're locked in. Objective focus. I'm straight on the dragon. I know they can't deny it. Skarner's dead. So all I need to do is just DPS rush it down. Guess what? I'm Kha'Zix. So I get to rush this down easily. Boom. Secure the dragon. Here. Skarner's still dead. I want to take his things. I'm looking for the flank too. I'm looking for the flank on the enemy team. I see Cho'Gath. He's low. Now I want to defend my Cho'Gath because he's strong. Also, my ult's up soon, so I'm like, okay, maybe we can make a play. Again, I'm really strong at this point. I've got 3 items, so boom, make the play. Here, boom, make the play. Cool. So now we just made another 2 kills, bro. We are back in the game, baby. We are back in the game. Scuttle control again. Look at the scuttles adding up. All of a sudden, I am now in the lead, actually. I think I'm even potentially matching or ahead of Skarner. 3 kills, and all of the CS advantage I've got, we are now back in the game. And do you see that even though we're behind, I'm just trying to create as much value. I'm trying to be as useful as possible. I'm trying to make as little mistakes as possible in order for us to win this game. Now, we made all those plays. Again, before Baron, I'm trying to buy my items, make sure that I'm coming back on good tempo, which means that I'm coming back with as many resources in my bank as possible, in my wallet, so that I can actively use them on the battlefield. I'm now a level ahead of Skarner. Do you notice that? He was ahead of me for basically the whole game. I'm now a level ahead of Skarner because of my CS. 225 to 180. Think about all of those scuttles that added up on top of each other. Here, again, we're looking to control vision. That's why pinks are very OP. We're playing it slow. We engage on the ISO target. We engage on the ISO target again. I think Anivia lives because of her passive. We're using our ult. We're using our E. Bro. We managed to survive. Again, we survived there because of my evolved R. Remember when I said that ultimate increases your survivability? That is a clear example of where evolve R allows you to live. Okay, it increases your survivability. It makes sure that you don't die where you might have before. That's another example of evolved E too, because I used my E on the Nidalee, got the kill, used the E. I think, yeah, Anivia died, and because Anivia died and I had the assist on that, I got the reset, which allowed me to E out of the Skarner. So again, evolved R with evolved E is really, really amazing for survivability. You can do a lot, and especially when you have Ghost. Here I'm looking to see if I can punish them. Again, just my presence alone as Kha'Zix is very scary for them to deal with. I'm getting pinged here. Still, by this bum, by the way.
This 1-7 is pinging me, by the way.
I know, bro.
This 1-7 is pinging me, by the way.
He's 1-7, bro. It's pathetic. Guess where I'm at again? Scuttle control. And again, boom, we get the scuttle. Scun is just lazy with it as usual. He's late to it. Now, a lot of you, if you're not going to the scuttle on spawn, guess what? Scun is not misplaying because he's just going to go there in his own time. He's going to get the scuttle because you're lazy. You have to be on it, bro. Every scuttle, as soon as it spawns, I'm there. I'm looking at the map. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there.
He's pinging me, by the way.
Every time he goes to scuttle his POV, the scuttle's taken.
I'm keeping you in this fucking game. Minus, sorry, I thought I said.
Now here, I'm not looking to force anything. I'm just looking to respect the map. Control pockets. Again, I'm a threat. They have to respect me. I'm strong. I've got items. As Kha'Zix, as soon as you're 3 items, 4 items, you're a big... And again, I've evolved. I've got all 3 evolves. I'm a late game threat. They are scared of me. I've been farming too, so I'm very, 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 very strong.
Okay.
I'm level 17. Now they see me recall here.
I saw my recall. They might rush it.
Yep, so they look to rush the Baron. In points like this, if the enemy are on Baron, just remember they're always sacrificing HP to do it. So we know that they've just done Baron. What they should have done is reset here. I think engaging us after this was quite greedy. And then we're looking at Dragon. So because Baron is gone, we're not tilting. We know that Dragon is the next opportunity, the next objective. So we are looking to, again, play for this. I'm trying to stay on the side, see a window, get my combo off, chase, E, Ghost R out. Beautiful.
Oh
And we won the whole game off that, by the way. And we won the whole game off that, by the way. Let's watch that again. I see them walk up. I ult because I know this is an opportunity to get my damage off. We ult QW. E. Now this is more instinctual. I don't actually plan this. This is just me reacting to the targets. I see she's low, so I know I can get my E reset. I go on her, but I actually kill the GP at the same time as I go to kill her. I leap out immediately, use my R. I'm ghosting already.
Oh my days.
And my team clean up after it. As an assassin, I did my job. I got my damage off onto a target, which eliminated him from a threat.
Oh
I made sure to clean up.
Oh my fucking days, bro.
Sorry, he's popping off. What did he say?
Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my fucking days, bro.
Yep. Feels good, bro. And I think at this point we can just end, to be honest. But I always like to get the dragons just to flex, to be honest. This is kind of in. I should have gone to the end with them straight away. I also wanted the soul, just in case we can't end. I wasn't sure. But yeah, we definitely end. And that's an example of a game where we're not ahead at the beginning, where I'm not high kills. However, I stayed cool. We farmed. We made sure that I was always trying to trade, always trying to take something, even if it's small. And it compounded over the entire game. All those little advantages I tried to get compounded to me being in a position to make a game-winning play for us to win the game. That is game 1. Now we're going to go and observe a game where I snowball and I carry, and I'm actually kind of just taking control of the game. It's a completely different game from this, and I hope it gives a different perspective to how I play, my general gameplay, and my thoughts. Okay, so we are back into this game. I see I've got a Smolder, Zyra, Zoe, and Fiora with an Annie. I think Annie warded my Raptors. I actually, bro, I don't know why I'm doing so many Raptors camps today. I think in this situation, I'm just looking to play for myself. This is actually a better example of how to play Raptors camp. And to be honest, I think I changed my mind here. So yeah, I start Raptors. up to start Raptors, which means that in my head, I'm really just trying to full clear and play to farm. Oh my god, I fuck up my clear already. One thing I'll say is like, before when I was playing jungle, I used to like hyper optimize my clear and worry about getting the most insane clear times ever. Bro, clearing is actually not that deep. You want to do a good clear everything, and fast clears generally do win games. Like if you get a fast clear as your first clear, you're giving yourself such an advantage to win that game or take control. But at the same time, if you don't, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. So try your best to get your best clear. However, the thing that is holding you back from climbing is not you getting there. I need to get my 215 clear, bro. I don't even know what the clear times are anymore, bro. I used to speed run that shit, bro. I used to actually like care so much. Now here I see that my bot lane has chunked their bot, and I have heavy prior with bot. I also saw that Warwick is heading to his bot side as well. So I opt to invade, and it was actually the correct call. This was kind of a gut instinct thing. Again, I know that my bot can react faster than his bot. And so we catch him. He was looking to make a play on my bot. Because of Ghost, I managed to catch up to him, and I just finish him off. Now, I punish by taking his blue here. This is a great invade for me. Again, like in every game, just understand that with League, there is no set way, just like in chess, there is no set way to win a game. Like if you actually want to become a good player, creativity is part of the game. Like you want to be creative. You don't just want to do the same thing every game without thinking and be brain dead. Like you want to have a level of creativity. You want to react the best you can to the state of the game. Here I made sure to take his blue, but I didn't overstay and take more. I took Scuttle because I knew that I would have time to. And I wanted to deny it in this side for the Warwick. My Smolder plays are absolutely terrible. I don't know why he doesn't just flash immediately. Gets killed, but we're chilling. It's a good recall. So, oh no, I'm not chilling. Yeah, at this point actually I opt, because Warwick walked away, I want to defend my Raptors from Warwick trying to rage invade me and take back the Raptors from me. Also remember, I did Raptors start. So when you do Raptors start, they come back very, very early. So I want to take them off the map just in case Warwick tries to do something cheeky, in case they were wooded. And also because I want to take my level 2 camps off the map as fast as I can before recalling. So yeah, I have to do that. Again, this is very good because it means that when I back, all I have to worry about is my topside camps. They tower dive my bot lane. And again, all we do is, while we're farming, we see that there's a free kill. So we go and we clean up the kill and continue farming. This is an amazing back. And you're going to see that as an assassin, when you are farming and you also get those kills alongside your farm, bro, like you become a problem. And I'm going to show you in this game how I'm not only like getting the gold, but I'm actively using it to basically 1v9 and carry this game. This is really good. My mid lane, my support saved my mid. So again, we've got a winning lane in mid now. Warwick is wasting a lot of time as well. When the enemy jungler is doing crazy shit and dying and all of this stuff, the best way you can punish him is by farming. The best way you can punish him is by farming. You want to be getting kills when your camps are down. It is the ultimate efficiency. When your camps are down, you want to be getting kills. And then when they're up, taking your camps as soon as they are spawning. That's essentially kind of the perfect kind of jungle situation. And also getting every objective obviously would be the perfect jungle situation. Now look, I see Warwick on Dragon. So we look to punish him by taking his topside. Again, it's too far for me to walk. And also my bot lane don't have prior. So even though I'm stronger than Warwick, even though, you know, he's level 4 doing the dragon, I don't want to force a flip situation and do a scuffly team fight where I'm coming there late and I'm, you know, coming potentially on vision. I just want to punish him. Again, because he's doing dragon, it means he's leaving his top side. So I just go to his top side. Because I'm invading him, because I'm on his top side, guess what? We see a opportunity on the Annie. I ghost. I don't have E, but it's fine because I have ghost. I ghost on her. And she is basically dead. I missed my W, which is really bad. But we get the kill. So now we are 3 kills. Here I look to take the top scuttle. It's kind of weird that Warwick didn't take top scuttle in this situation, I'll be real with you. And here I'm not sure if Warwick is on my bot jungle. But I really don't want to let him take my bot jungle if at all possible. Lol, snipe that cannon. Nice. And because he didn't put, well, I don't know how my W missed there. And because he's not my Raptors, again, we are just looking to farm it up. So you see, I've got lots of kills. However, I'm not rushing to just go and kill and just make plays. If you're ahead, the best thing you can do is farm on CD. Because if you're farming on cooldown, if you're farming as soon as they're spawning, it means that you're not only ahead with kills, but you're also just getting so many resources inside of you, so much EXP. It's so hard for the enemy to do anything about you. You're scaling. You're truly scaling. And as an assassin, you're basically getting to your win con. Here I'm looking to make a play. I actually think this is misplay from me, by the way. I think I should farm. Okay, I'm not. Good. I'm not misplaying. So there I was purely looking. I knew that they would have warded as they retreated, so I just wanted to deny the enemy value from that ward. And then I go back to full clearing. I'm actually happy I made that play. I'm proud of myself. See, again, a lot of you there might have stayed and tried to make a gank happen. Do not force ganks, bro. Let them happen naturally and prioritize farm. Okay, so I've got my first big boy item, Umbral Glaive. This is different from what I went last time. Again, Umbral Glaive now means that when I'm ganking, I have a free automatic ward denier. This is so OP, guys. Like, Umbral Glaive is so OP as an item. It's so OP. It's so good. And you're going to see this game. Now, instead of forcing Void Grubs, the first thing I want to do is try to make a play. Again, look, boom. We get the flash. Now, once we've tried to force the play, now we go to make the do the Void Grubs. Again, Umbral Glaive allows me to one-shot that ward. One-shotting wards is so OP, man. It allows me to... Okay, I didn't one-shot that ward. That's kind of troll. Here I opt to do grubs because I'm pretty confident that, again, my top lane has prio and no flash on the enemy top. I also have Zyra on this side, so I'm pretty comfortable. Again, Warwick could engage in me here, but I'm kind of happy taking that 1v1. My teammates are close, and again, I have ultimate, and I have my E. Cool, we get the grubs. Remember, by the way, if you stay in the middle, you can get guaranteed isolation on those grubs. And then just use your W when the grubs spawn together. They spawn twice, and you basically can get grubs for free. You do them really quickly. Here I'm looking to make sure that Warwick doesn't take my Raptors, which is why I ran to my Raptors, not my top side. I know he didn't take my top side because he wasn't spotted on vision. I also see that the bot are pushed up, so I like to punish this. Okay, bot know I'm coming, so we're playing it slow. We are... Get a combo off. I think the bot misplayed this heavy, actually. I think they might have, like, not looked to see where I was coming from. They could have killed me there. Free Chinese, though. Easy kills. Clear the minions and then continue to farm. So as you can see, again, I'm kind of just getting the kills as I farm. This might... I don't know if this will be, like, useful for you guys, because it might feel like, oh, this is just easy. Like, of course you're going to win this game. You're just getting lucky. But, like, at the same time, a lot of the reason why I'm in position to get these free kills is because I'm not in positions where I'm forcing things. When you focus on clearing, and when you actively don't take silly plays or don't actively, like, try to do aggressive things, the plays that actually do become open to you, that do become viable, end up looking so free and easy. And that's because you're just playing intentionally. You're playing... you're playing smart. It's interesting, right? Like, when I was behind, I was focused on farming and securing scuttles and making sure I'm not falling behind. When I'm ahead, I'm doing the same thing. As a jungler, like, it kind of doesn't play. It doesn't really change whether you're ahead or behind. All it really changes is that when you're ahead, it's easier for you to control scuttles, to farm. It's easier for you to do these things, and there's less pressure for you to do these things. And it means that when you make fights, when you're in team fights and you mess up in team fights, you have more room to mess up, if that makes sense. When you're behind, there is less room to make mistakes. It's harder for you to stay even, because you can get punished, you can get pressured, you can get pushed out of your jungle. So you have to be smarter with how you find opportunities to stay and keep up. Whereas when you're ahead, you kind of become the aggressor and you force them to kind of make those opportunities. You make sure that you use your pressure to stop them from keeping up. You know, it's kind of like this this balance, really. It's like in chess. Sometimes you're ahead in chess and sometimes you're behind, but it's really important you understand how to play from both. You can't only be good at playing from ahead. It's a very important skill in League to be able to play from behind and to stay cool and to know what you need to do from behind. Like, it's very confusing sometimes. Here again, I look for bot. They kind of overextended here, so we get the free kill. I ult late here, so Tristana goes on me, but it's still a good trade. She does get 500 gold kill on me, but it's actually kind of okay because my bot lane get the kill and they get all of these plates with scuttles, so it's a 2-for-1. It's kind of a 2-for-2 because Tristana gets the shutdown on me, but it's 2-for-2, but they lose a wave and my bot get like 3 plates, so it's actually it's positive trade for us. Also, my camps on the bot side were done, so it's actually okay if I die. I'm looking top because I want to get my top camps. My top camps are up. I hope it's obvious when I opt to gank instead of clearing as well. Again, while I'm clearing, I'm always looking at the map. I'm looking at my teammates, looking to see if there's anything free. If something looks like I have a high chance of securing that kill, I'm going for the kill. I'm reacting. And again, I've got Ghost, so the reason I take Ghost instead of Flash is so that I can react faster. And it's got a way shorter cooldown than Flash, so, you know, a lot of the times, by the time I pull cleared once or twice, Ghost is back up and I can make another free kill. Here I've got Ghost, I've got ult coming up, I've got all of my resources, my camp's nearly dead, and guess what, I'm bot side, so I want to make a play bot here. I also think Warwick's bot. I also know that Scuttle's up. I want to play for Scuttle. I see that Zyra's chunked Tristana. Again, Zyra got an item because we made that playing bot. I Ghost. I use my ultimate. Boom. Tristana can't react. Save my E. Oh, boom. Dead. Dead. See how easy it is? That's the power of Ghost as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. And guess what? We make that play and we go back to clearing. Now, I want to take this Scuttle Crab if possible. And this is a really cool build, actually. So this is when I'm going Umbral Glaive, this build. This is like the ultimate full cleary item. I really like Umbral Glaive. It's really fun. Feels very satisfying. And clearing feels so good on Kha'Zix when you have that AoE. It's just sexy, man. It's just so sexy. You also do a lot of damage in like team fights late game too, especially if there's like 2 squishies. You have Umbral Grave, like the AoE damage, or like actually it does quite a lot on champions as well, not just minions. So it's actually a very nice item. And it means also that you can get isolation while you're killing champions, because sometimes like they're surrounded by minions, but while you're doing your combo on them with W and your autos, you naturally kill the minions around them. Okay, here all my camps are dead, so I'm looking to make a play before I recall. They have it warded, so I don't, again, because they have it warded, even though I'm fed, I know my camp's coming back up. I'm up to recall here. I think I actually tried to cancel it that last second. Here I actually opt as well to go to the new lifesteal boots. Bro, the new lifesteal boots are so good. The new lifesteal boots are so good, bro. And look at this clear, guys. Look at the fucking AoE, bro. It's actually so sexy. And it gets sexier too, bro. As you get more items, the AoE gets more because your AD gets higher. Don't know why my team's trying to AFF here. I'm 7-1. Just let me carry you, you dog. Here I see enemy pushed, so I opt to make a play. I'm actually unsure if she can one-shot me here, so I'm actually a bit scared. But this is kind of a limit test. Miss my E, which is bad. Use my ult to walk down, walk in bush, ult, auto Q, boom, dead. Here I get punished by the Warwick. I get killed, but it's still fine. Again, Annie was pushing mid, so we get the kill. The kill is always good. Because I had Emerald Glaive, I cleared all my camps anyway, so dying with all my camps down is completely fine. Especially if you trade. It's just a 1-for-1 really. And now we are looking to play for Dragon. So again, it's not a bad situation at all. Warwick used ultimate too on me, so I mean it's pretty low cooldown. Guess what? Because we made that play in mid as well, because we force her off the turret, and because she's dead, Zoe gets a free mid turret. And then because she gets the free mid turret, she gets her own bot. I'm also looking to punish bot here. They have no turret. I've got Ghost, I've got R. I'm probably going to start with R. Get my auto off. Always get your auto off first. That I E'd and Q'd while I was in the air. Here I look for Annie. She's not in the bush. Go to Dragon. I think you'll see that like one of the key things that I always do is I always try to make sure that I am not, I'm respecting. Like I'm basically respecting. Like I will make plays when I can. Like if I feel like there's a play to make, I'll make it. If at any time the play just doesn't feel right, doesn't make sense to go for, I will not make the play. I will respect them. Even if the enemy are behind, you have to understand that you can throw. You have to understand that you can still lose. It's very important. And look at my KD, 10-2. Does it feel like I've done anything crazy aggressive to carry? Not really. All I've been doing is farming and playing for opportunities when they present themselves to myself. Now here I want to do Rift, but again, before objectives, I want to make the play on the kill. Guess what? This is a free kill, by the way, because my item, but I knew that she didn't have vision due to my jungle item. It didn't proc. So I just walk up, R, and remember guys, your R duration is so long. Like it's actually guaranteed. It's so many free kills. It's so many free kills. I hope I'm showing you how much damage that Kha'Zix can do as well, and how you kind of make the ganks happen. I actually miss the thing. Okay. What do you do with Rift Herald now? They've got no outer turrets. The next most important thing is the second turrets. Second turrets are very, very valuable. They give you a lot of gold. Second turrets are incredibly valuable objectives. So you want to use the Rift to get the second turrets. You want to do this on a push or just to get the gold. Use it on a lane that's pushing usually to create pressure or use it after a team fight to get second turret with your team. Here I see that my Fiora is taking top turret. Sorry, she was going to take, if Fiora didn't take that first turret, I would have used it on the first turret with Fiora. Now I see that my bot lane and my mid lane are together in mid. We're pushing in. This is a perfect excuse to use Rift Herald for us to try and get this second turret in mid lane. Second turret in mid lane is really nice because it opens up the map. Second turrets in general are really good because of gold, but second mid turret is really nice. Cool, we crash it in, we get all of those plates. Guess what? Ping the team away. Guess what? Even though I'm 10 kills, I just want to farm, bro. Let's make sure we reset, spend our gold. Oh wait, look. Guess what? And while I'm doing this, while I'm clearing, look how fast my clear is, by the way, with this item. They make a kill on Warwick. Guess what? I see that Baron's up in 15 seconds. Let's do Baron. I'm actually on ping restriction because I've been toxic recently, so please don't judge me. Just like as a jungler, I'm sorry. Like if you've never been toxic by while you main jungle, like I don't know, bro, you're a saint. Especially if you get all the way to masters maining jungle and you haven't been toxic, like I don't know, bro, you're a better man than me, to be honest. All women. Anyway, Warwick's dead, so and I'm Kha'Zix. So look at my Q. Look at how much damage I do. By the time they look and ward, it's already dead. Scuttle control. And we're still farming, by the way. We're still farming. Look at the CS difference. 128 to 170. Not only do I have 10 kills, I'm also 60 CS ahead of you, bro. I think that's like 3 levels. It's 3 levels on you, bro. I'm already on my 4th item. Sorry, no, this is my 3rd item. I've completed my 3rd item. Yeah, I'm on my 4th item. I'm building my 4th item, guys, at 20 minutes. Because I've been farming so efficiently. The only times I've died are positive trades. It was 1-for-1s where my team got something else. This is a great game, a very efficient game. My team gets picked. What am I doing? I'm looking for the off angle, looking to punish over extensions. I'm strong. What does that mean? It means I can one-shot. We see Warwick low. Boom. Use my ult to get in range. Stay out of ult. Get my ISO Q off. E away. We bait, bro. Nah, reload that shit because that was sexy. Lawrence, what you did there was sexy as fuck. Reload it. Play it again. Slow motion. We are. They don't know. Boom, boom. Surprise. Q. E immediately. We Q and E immediately. We dodge her engage on me. Auto Q. Beautiful. That's a prime example of why Evolve R, Evolve Q is an amazing combo. And now we're playing tier 2s. Remember, tier 2s are your next thing. If you don't know what to do, look at the turrets, guys. If they have tier 1s, play for the tier 1s. Play for objectives. If objectives coming up, play for objectives. Get there early. Make sure you got vision control. These are things that won't come quick either. Like, this is stuff that will come as you play. Like, the other thing I want to say is, like, make sure you're playing games, guys. Don't be scared of losing. Like, I was 200 LP in Masters not that long ago, and I lost, like, 8 games in a row. It happens. It really does happen. You know, you need to get shit on before you get good. Like, you have to lose to win. That's just such an important thing in life as well as League of Legends. Do not be too scared to lose, bro. That's like, it's like being too scared to I don't know, live, man. You have to leave your you know, you have to leave the womb. You have to leave your mum's protection at some point. You have to go experience the world. And if you're too scared to do that, you will not get better. You will not get better. You have to lose. Losing is how you learn. Okay. Here again, we are looking to kind of just be reactive. We see ISO, walk up, auto Q, saving my E here. Try to make something happen with R, nothing can happen. I mean, at this point, it's pretty much GG. We get comboed from one shot. That's actually kind of sad, to be honest. I think that I could have played that a lot better, but it doesn't really matter. They used all their resources on me, but guess what? My team's still alive. And I think my team just ended the game here, I think. I mean, here, I'm basically just... Is there anything of value? Yeah, actually here. So, yeah, here, again, I'm kind of just playing with team. Baron's coming up. My team's pushing. I'm waiting here to see if they engage. They do engage. My eyes are on the Tristana. We get the Tristana. Get the Warwick. See the Annie. Get the Annie. Boom. And that is an example of a Kha'Zix game where you do get that snowball. As you can see, I ended the game 15-4. Did I do anything that crazy? Not really. It seemed very, very and that's because it is. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you got some value from this video. Again, if not, then that is completely fine. Let me know if there's anything else you want to know, if there's something you want me to cover, if you think I didn't do something well and you would want me to do something differently, let me know in the comments. I will see you again, probably in a video on brand or another video on Kha'Zix where maybe breaking down my games and my mistakes. I will see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.